like all I hear was ba ba ba, like gunshots. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Are you guys having a terrific day? Because I know I am. So please hit that subscribe button and turn on my notification bell to get notified when I post. But yeah, let's get straight onto the video. So my phone right now is getting really hot. It's about to get a temperature warning, so we gotta do this quickly. And today's video is going to be a story time about what happened in 34th Street when I was in New York getting things. So yeah, let's get on to the story. Alright, I'm back. My phone had a temperature warning, so I had to wait a while. But yeah, let me tell you. So it was about like 4 months ago when this happened, because I had like some occasion for dance. It was like a ballroom dance or something like that. But yeah, me and my mom, we were gonna go to 34th Street. Well, we were gonna go to 42nd to get the dress, and then we were gonna go to 34th to get the accessories and the shoes. Yeah. So you know, we went to 42nd to get the dress. It was like a big, I have a picture of it, but I don't even see. I've been looking through my Snap, and I know I took one of Snap with me and my friend. I think I have a picture, something like that. I don't know, but if I do have a picture, it'll be right here, something like that. It's there. Yes. If it's there, then you know, then that's what it looks like. So we went to go get the dress at 42nd Street, and you know, we were having a blast. We went to IHOP. This is what I had. You know, it's like the exact same thing as what I posted on Snapchat, because I did like the smokehouse combo from IHOP, so I'm gonna show you that too right here. But yeah, we had a blast. You know, it was me and my mom. We were having a bond together. My mom was like, "Oh, do you want to get the shoes today, or do you want to get it some other time?" I'm like, "Why don't we just get the shoes now? Like, what the heck?" Because at the time I didn't know that this happened during 34th, so I was like pretty calm and happy and excited, you know, because I really loved I loved shopping at the time. I don't really like shopping that much because it's just a bunch of, well, I like going shopping with my friends, not with, you know what, let's just continue on. I'm sorry. Anyways, so we had a fun time. You know, I got really excited, and I just want to get the shoes, leave, go home and chill, and like just eat, have a drink, you know, hang out. And all of a sudden we have to wait for the train. Now the train took like 30 minutes to come, and I was like, why did it take so long? Because we were taking the one train, or the two, see, I don't know my way around New York anymore. I think we took the two train to 34, no, the one train. I have no idea. We took either the one or the two to 34th, and we got there at Penn Station, and it took like a long ass time. Like the traffic, like there was a lot of like stops. There was a lot of traffic, like it was just too much. So we got there at like around, I don't know, like 2 something, who knows. So right when we arrived to Penn Station, or 34th Street, you know, there was a bunch of people like crying and stuff inside Penn Station. We were like, what the hell is going on? So me and my mom were like, let's just not even care, let's just go in. I'm sorry, I'm like probably dark. I'm sorry. Anyways, so she was like, let's just go, you know, let's get the shoes, let's hurry up, let's go, because I don't know what's going on, and I'm afraid. And I was like, I'm afraid too. So we go up to Penn Station, and we see a bunch of people, like calling, and like, oh hey, we're like, what is going on? And everybody's like crying and like screaming, and we hear all this commotion. We're like, what is going on? Like, I don't understand. That was the time when me and my mom finally went up from the station, and all we hear was crying and screaming and running. Oh, that's all we see and hear. And I was in shock. Like, I was in full like what is going on? And like all I hear was ba ba ba, like gunshots. So literally I ran down the station, because when we went up the station there was a bagel store. So we waited in the corner there, and we were like right there from the station. So we heard gunshots, ba 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 ba, and I literally ran down the station, and my mom went towards the situation. Like, she ran and wanted to see what was going on. And I went down the station, and Mom was like, Brianna! And I was like, Mom! So I was like, no, I gotta protect myself. So I went down. You know, I left my mom. I should never done that. But I went down and I left. I didn't leave, like, to the train. I just stayed there. The train was coming in 5 minutes. I was about to hop the train. But, you see, I didn't have a Metro card, and, you know, I knew she was gonna be like, oh, are you, like, 14 or whatever, because I was tall. Like, I wasn't tall like I am right now, but I was tall. So I think I was about like 5'1", about that height. So we went up, and you know, well, I went down the station and I waited there, and my mom ran down and she was like, oh, are you okay? Are you hurt? I was like, no, I'm good. But are you hurt? Are you okay? She's like, yeah, I'm fine. So then my mom was like, come on, Brandon, let's just go. Let's see, you know, let's just go see what's happening. So I was like, hell no. So I grabbed my mom by the hand, and I was like, sorry. So I was like, no, Mom, we are going home. I am not trying to get killed or anything. Let's just go home. I want to go home. I want to relax. Let's get the shoes another time. It's not even that important. We have about like 2 days to get the shoes so that we can, you know, we have about 2 days. It's not a big deal. But finally, after some talking with her, she went down to the station, and, you know, she shut up and anyways, I'm sorry, people were talking. Anyways, so she went down, she called Payless, and she was like, oh, are you guys still open because of what's going on? And they're like, oh, what's going on? We're like, we don't know, we just heard a lot of people screaming, running out of Macy's, but are you guys still open? And they were like, yeah, we're still open, but then she asked, like, oh, do you guys know what's going on? Do you know what's happening? Blah, blah. She was asking so many questions that we stayed there for like at least an hour. And then finally, after about like an hour and a half or something of speaking on the phone, she was like, oh, let's go, there's nothing happening, like, people are calm. I was like, hell no, we're gonna stay our ass down here. We're not going anywhere besides here. Let's just go home. We can get the shoes another time. I keep on telling her that we can get the shoes another time. We have like 2 more days. We can go tomorrow, we can go Sunday. We have so much time. Well, you have Friday, you have Saturday. Like, come on, let's go. Because Sunday was the thing. So my mom was like, oh, let's just go. Come on, let's just get it. Because I really don't want to go back tomorrow. I'm tired. I just want to go home. I'm like, if you're tired, you want to go home, then let's just go home now. Like, I don't understand. She's like, yeah, but let's just go. So we don't have to get it when we're coming back. So my mom, you know, she went up, and I literally had to go up with her because she was like, oh, let's go. And, you know, I was already in combat mode. Like, I was about to kick somebody's ass. I was like, I'm ready. Who wants to go? Like, I was literally like this. I was like this the whole time. And I was like that the whole time. I was ready to fight. I wasn't afraid. I was ready to fight. Even though I didn't have any like pocket knives or guns or whatever, I was ready to fight because there were people like around me, like not surrounding me, but like walking, and there was some behind me, like kind of following me like a stalker. So I was ready to fight a person. I was ready. And then we go to Macy's. We go to Payless, and right after we got the shoes, she was like, oh, do you guys know what's going on? And we were like, no, we don't have no idea. All we saw was people screaming and crying for help because there was a gunshots or whatever, but it was really a cop tasering a man, which kind of sounds like a gunshot, but wasn't. So we left, and you know, some people were talking, and we kind of heard, like, we weren't noisy because they were like talking like this. They were like, oh my god, la la la, like that's how they were talking. So they were like, oh, you know, there was a fire there. And then so we were like, okay, it was a fire. And my sister said the same thing too, there was a fire. And then a lot of people were talking about like, oh, there was gunshots at Macy's. Like, I literally ran out because there was like gunshots everywhere and stuff. I was like, what is it, gunshots or fire? Like, I don't understand. I mean, I didn't see any of the fire departments come. I saw only police cars, so I don't even know what that means. Like, I just don't know. I don't. Since the police were there, I think it was a gunshot. But then right after the police came, the fire department came. So a police arrest the guy and a fire department came, and we were like, why is there a fire department if the police already arrest the person? Like, wasn't there a gunshot? Like, I don't understand. We were so confused. So, you know, I was like, okay, mom, let's go. So I dragged her to the station, and that's when we went home and we told everybody. And that's when I called my best friend, and I was like, oh, hey, there was like a gunshot. There was like, you know, like, are you guys all right? Like, did you guys make it safe home? They were like, yeah, why? I was like, oh, there was like gunshots or whatever at like Macy's where we were at. And they're like, oh my god, are you okay? We were like, yeah, we're fine, you know, we were fine. And that was basically our trip home. You know, I was bawling my eyes out. And right after we went on train, my mom was like, oh, you're so smart. You have a good mind. You're such a smart cookie. You know, like you went down to the station and I just headed to the situation, which I wasn't supposed to. I was like, yeah, mom, thank you for finally realizing that after like bawling my eyes out 5 times already. Like, thank you for noticing that. She was stupid. She was stupid. My stupid mom. I'm sorry. No, I'm kidding. I really love my mom. I love you. But she was kind of dumb at that situation. And I was ready. I was ready to fight. I was ready to fight with a... I was ready. I was just ready. Because we were on the train and there was a lot of people that came from 34th Street. I was ready to fight because there was a lot of people staring, looking up and down. I'm like, there was mostly men were doing that. And I was just ready. I was like, well, I can't crack my knuckles now, but I was ready. So after that, you know, we went home and we ate and I went to sleep because I can't. And I told my mom also, I was like, oh, you know, I'm never ever want to go to 34th Street, which is a lie because I think we went one more time or something like that. I was like, I'm never ever going to 34th Street because of what happened there. And for me, like, if, you know, you're probably like, oh, there's gunshots everywhere. Like, why are you so afraid? Like, it happens. I know, but I've never experienced like something like that. I've never experienced people running, screaming, like I've never experienced that because I live in Jersey. Well, I live in a certain place in Jersey, and it's like really calm. And I lived in a certain place in New York where it was calm too. Like I probably said 96th Street. Yeah, I lived there, and you know, I was just, that was a safe place to me because there was nothing like crazy happening there. So I just wanted to go home. When we were on the train station, I'm sorry, I went from house to train station to house, like, you know. But this is another part when we were at the train station. We were at the train station, I was about to hop the train, but there was like you know the girl that puts in your money in your Metro card? She was looking at me like, oh, you better not, she was like this. She was like, oh, you better not jump or go under those freaking bars or whatever. Like, it's like a little thing where you swipe your Metro card and you can go through. Because I was only 12 and she thought I was like 13, 14. Like, I'm not, I know I'm tall, but I'm not even that old. Like, I don't even look that old. Do I look old? Don't answer that. But yeah, that's basically what happened. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like, love, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys on Monday. Stay awesome, pretty, and cool. And there's no bloopers because I really didn't mess up in this video. Probably a little bit, but I didn't want to add that for the bloopers because it's really hot. I just want to dip in my pool. But yeah, I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys on Monday. Like I said, but I've said it like 4 times already. I'm sorry. Anyways, see you later. Bye.